EA Sports. It's in the game.
Not a day in my life, long as my dogs stay by my side. Yeah, we gon' ride till we die. We ain't gon' run, no we don't hide. I can never switch, not a day in my life, as long as my dogs stay by my side. Yeah, we gon' ride till we die. This ain't nothing for the pack. Got 16 sitting in the lag. Whole squad all dressing all black. Every single last one of them got my back. Hey, 20 of us, that's 20 goons. And ice cream whip, triple scoop. I got 3 strikes, ain't got to lose. When it's all on the line, what you gonna do? Come on, I'm highly favored. Don't wanna blame me, no conversation, ain't got time for no debating. It's for the taking, no hesitation, don't try my patience. I'ma pour out one for the set, boy, till there's nothing left. On a run to the bread until we all got them baguettes. Hear them footsteps coming, cause we coming for the check. We ain't gon' run, no we don't hide. I can never switch, not a day in my life. Long as my dogs stay by my side. Yeah, we gon' ride till we die. We ain't gon' run, no we don't hide. I can never switch, not a day in my life. As long as my dogs stay by my side. Yeah, we gon' ride till we die.
Yeah. Yeah. Hey, yeah. Okay. 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay. I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay. All my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay. So when I die, I ain't gonna be.
Hey everybody, it's the coach. You're tuned in to Sunday Night Football on EA Sports.
All right, Coach. First opened in 1999. There's a good look at First Energy Stadium here in Cleveland, Ohio. Tonight, we've got a great Sunday night matchup between the Dallas Cowboys and the Cleveland Browns. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll 2-yard line.
That's it, baby. We're gonna work.
So here are the Cowboys now ready to go on offense for the first time. As we get a peek at their dynamic signal caller hailing from Mississippi State, it's Dak Prescott. Now the first carry for an Ohio native. It's Ezekiel Elliott. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. A big pickup of 38.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down. A tale of two extremes. First carry, he went for a bundle. His second goes backward.
And how many times have we seen that happen? Because you get that big carry, and you come back and you're all fired up, and sometimes you force a run a little bit, right? Trying to break off that big carry again, and instead, it works opposite.
13 yards and a first down, Cowboys.
Get ready, get ready, get ready.
A first down carry by Elliott. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage.
Check it.
Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. On second down, Elliott. And nowhere for him to go again. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's in. Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10. 2 runs for a net gain of nothing. Now here's 3rd and 10. Prescott from the gun. And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 18. They'll run on first down. Elliott. This carry with the extra effort is going to get him stopped up just shy of the 10. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4. On 2nd down and 4. Prescott. That is caught. It's Cooper for the Cowboy touchdown. Amari Cooper there to make the grab. And the Cowboys take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive.
Prescott's pass complete to Amari Cooper. Touchdown.
Brett Maher on for the extra point.
Maher on for the extra point.
And this is up and good to make it 7-0 Cowboys. So that drive goes 8 plays, and it culminates in a Dallas touchdown. Following the touchdown, here's Maher to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. So here come the Browns for their first drive on offense. Under center, it's the 2017 Heisman Trophy winner as you get a look at Baker Mayfield. A first carry now for Nick Chubb. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Let's meet the offense. Greg Robinson. Very, very talented.
What a man to set your offensive line with. Greg Robinson can do it all. Tremendous athleticism, great strength, just coming into his own.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. Antonio Callaway, the intended receiver. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
Right there, 54 Mike. It's been a long day for you.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Flush to it, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. The tank, DeMarcus Lawrence with a sack. Mayfield looks to throw. The start of this game shaping up nicely on that visiting sideline.
Yeah, how about that? You get your points on the opening drive, then you get a big sack there on 3rd down, and you make the home crowd go.
There's a hush indeed. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. The tight end, David Njoku, the intended receiver, but it'll be 2nd down. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. A run for Nick Chubb. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're built from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
Chubb on first down, no room to roam as he struggles just to get back to the line of scrimmage. He was brought down by Malik Collins.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level, because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Play number 9 on the drive coming up, and they need 9 yards on third down. Now Mayfield. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Now a play fake here on first down. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So the pass incomplete in the end zone, but contact and pass interference.
And now where does the ball get placed?
At the 1-yard line.
1-yard line. They gave up excellent real estate.
Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. It's second and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. Here's Mayfield. Njoku pulls this one in. He's got it for a Cleveland touchdown. 8 yards on the touchdown pass as they are now on the board here in the first half. A post to the tight end for 6. Gosh, those guys are so tough to cover, aren't they? Just in general, tight ends running those patterns near the goal line.
Because you have to decide how you want to treat them. Are they a wide receiver? Are they a big extra blocker on the field? Or are they a hybrid and caught in between? So are you going to use a linebacker? Are you going to use a safety? Are you going to even move a corner in if you're going to play nickel or dime defense? They usually win those matchups because they have an answer for all 3 of those positions.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. What I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
They finds Randall Cobb with a completion.
It's a gain of 6. First down, Cowboys.
So from the 36 now, first and 10.
Hey, man, watch the boot, watch the boot. 26.
On the counter, Elliott. The stop was made by Jannard Avery.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Oh, Prescott stripped. And this is picked up by the Browns. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line. He had gained really good yardage, but that's what you tell your quarterbacks, right? Get down after you got the run.
You don't have to prove your toughness. You know, I think that's what a lot of coaches are trying to preach to their guys. Get the yardage, get down, protect the football, and protect yourself from extra hits as well.
Takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size and these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
23 yards the pickup there. On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
From the 22, Mayfield. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a first down. From the red zone now, Mayfield. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Throwing again, Mayfield on 2nd and 10. Back of the end zone, could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. He was trying to go back to Beckham there, and it's 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Rolling to his left. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Quarterbacking 101. Never force the ball into double coverage, especially not this close to the goal line. The windows are so tight, you just don't want to force it in there because it could be tipped up and picked off.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. Throwing, Mayfield. That's to his running back, complete. The Browns unable to move the chains on 4th down. And the Cowboys defense is going to get them the football back. Well, their first 4th down attempt earlier was successful. This one backfires for a turnover on downs.
I like their aggressiveness. I like what they're doing. They got it the first time they went for it. Why not a second time? I don't think they'll be daunted from attempting it again. If you're on the defensive side of the ball, though, any 4th down stop is a big momentum play.
We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report. Now this one complete on the slant route. And all the way down to the 42. It's a big play for the Cowboys on 3rd. 44 yards. They go play action here on 1st down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. A good response by the defense, sending them backwards after that huge gain last play. Draw play, Elliott. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. And for the Browns, a nickel set here on 3rd down. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. He's going to find Gallup here complete. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Prescott going to come up 1st and 10, and he's a perfect 6 for 6 here to start the ball game. Looking to throw. Prescott. Oh, Prescott stripped. And this is picked up by the Browns. He's at the 30. 10. And he'll score. Touchdown, Browns. Second time he's lost a fumble. This one hurts more. It's returned for 6.
He's been under a lot of duress, hasn't he? Pressured, hurried, harassed the whole game.
Well, the offensive line not giving him a lot of help.
Not a lot of help, but the bottom line, he's got to take care of the football.
Joseph on for the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there. Grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here's the Dallas offense now, heading back out onto the field. Inside of a minute left in the half, does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
The end result, 21 yards. The Cowboys signal for their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half.
Let's get it together, defense. Let's get it together. Check nipple.
10th carry now for Elliott. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. He'll lose a couple on what should be the final play of the first half. On 2nd and 12, Prescott. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. And just like that, on we head to half number 2. The Browns are going to get the second half kickoff, and they've got this lead as well as we are back and underway. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Let's go.
Here's the Browns offense now getting set to start off this third quarter. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you termed that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half.
It's a foot race. 30. And now running right through it. Oh, now he bowls him over. And he takes this down deep on the Cowboys side of the field. A big play there on the catch and run. And even 60 yards. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. And again, it's Chubb.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But it looks like they're ready to go. Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on 4th down and 9. To throw, Mayfield. And this is caught. He hits Landry. And all the way down 5 to the 4. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
They'll try again with Chubb, and it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
A field goal would make it a 2-score game, but they're going to go aggressive. They're going to try this thing on 4th, and he'll barrel his way into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown run, and the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit, get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation, but I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game, second half, no matter what. Whether it's first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever. This was a big score to start the second half.
Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 21-7. So a nice drive put together there. They go 75 yards in 9 plays. And Nick Chubb, the one to finish it off, as he does so with a touchdown run. This fielded at the 2. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Getting set to go again, we get a look at Amari Cooper as he heads back out there now. And he's been pretty good under the lights here tonight, hasn't he, partner?
He certainly has, and I applaud him for that because I don't know what it's like for you, but to me, preparing for a night game involves a little bit more. Trying to hold your intensity, hold that edge throughout an entire day of waiting to get out there and play. You know, the meetings, what time you're going to eat, all of those things. He's harnessed it very well. It's turning in a nice performance.
Yeah, he's closing in on 100 yards. For me, it's all about the afternoon nap for a night game.
I like the way you prep.
Now Prescott on the crossing route. He hits his man, Amari Cooper. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 11 yards and a Cowboy first down. On 1st and 10, Prescott completes it to Jason Witten. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Give them 18 on that one, and it's a Dallas first down. So the ball moves from their own 41 to the other 41 here for 1st and 10. They'll try to sweep with Elliott. Elliott a first down and more. And finally taken down at the 15. A big hitter there. A first down gain of 26 yards. Well, what made that toss out to the right so successful? Because it looked pretty easy.
A belief in the play. An absolute execution by all 11 on the offensive side of the ball.
And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A 15-yard touchdown run as his guys are back within a single score. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
A drive there of just 4 plays. And it culminates in a touchdown run by Ezekiel Elliott. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. There's Baker Mayfield as he and the Browns offense comes back out. He's been pretty solid, pretty consistent. Just the 1 touchdown pass, but I think he's managed the game well, no?
I would agree with you, and that's what you're looking for out of your field leader. Making sure that you're playing well and not making any big mistakes. Oftentimes, that's how you're judged. How big a mistake and when it occurs. No intercept.
A big seam, and he might go Chubb. His second touchdown of the night. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now up to 14. One of the shortest drives you'll ever see. One play, 75 yards. 6 points. Joseph now to kick this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. Now the Cowboys offense heads back onto the field. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
A throw left side to start out. That's complete. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Here's Prescott. Got his man there, complete to Gallup.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
Prescott. Throw right side, taken in by Gallup. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Michael Gallup. 64 yards as his guys are back within a single score. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he'd taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in, because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A good play there as the Browns strike for 16 and a first down. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. Got the defense on their heels. 2 first downs in a row and now a pickup of 8. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
That'll go as a loss of 5. And that'll lead here to a 3rd down. Mayfield now from the 50, on the move to his left. And he's got his man, that's Landry. Just what the Browns needed there, good for a gain of 17. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Defensive end, DeMarcus Lawrence applied the heat. And now Mayfield on the bootleg. And he's got the hook up to Landry. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The Browns on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. He loses 4, and it brings up 4. Running for it, here's Chubb. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. A good play there as the Browns strike for 16 and a first down. But that looked like an example of what you said back in the first half. A running back of his size can really wear down a defense. I think he's starting to do that.
I think you're exactly right. And know what else he's doing? He's inspiring the rest of his team because they see this starting to happen as well. So that means they're going to redouble their efforts to help him out. Extra blocking, getting downfield, helping him out.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Staying on his feet. And his throw's going to be incomplete. The Pro Bowler Odell Beckham, the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Mayfield looks to throw. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage.
No lead safe in the new NFL, but this score is really going to give them some needed breathing room.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead now up to 14. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. Joseph now to kick this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go up and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
14 yards, good for a Cowboy first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The number 1 pick, Myles Garrett, coming in to drop him. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Prescott to throw it. He's got a man complete. It's Amari Cooper. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. The Cowboys on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 11. And this is caught by Witten, the tight end. And he can only manage to take the football to the 40, and that is well shy of the first down marker. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. The Cowboys will go. Prescott. And this is caught. Amari Cooper. Touchdown, Cowboys! Amari Cooper with his 2nd touchdown of the night as his guys are back within a single score. When you're trailing in the 4th quarter, you got to take some chances you might not normally take, and here, that one pays off big time.
And you have to think to yourself, not only did that pay off big time for them, but what was going on the opposite side of the ball? They know that they have to take a chance here. They know they have to come up with something big, yet it still happens. So credit the execution, but wonder what the defense was doing.
And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here? Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. DeMarcus Lawrence in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And for a 2nd straight play, that Cowboy defense gets him to the ground behind the line of scrimmage. Now, this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. They run it again with Chubb. A 2nd broken tackle. And he'll lose yardage here, back to the 15. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And here's a big one now. Try to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll run for it. Chubb going absolutely nowhere. He'll wind up losing a yard or two. The Browns unable to move the chains on 4th down. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line. On 1st down. It's Elliott, and they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. He's back to throw. That one complete to Elliott. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal. Back to throw. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete. The veteran Morgan Burnett there on the coverage. 2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. Prescott to throw, and it's caught. It's a touchdown. So they rally here in the final minute, and they're an extra point away from tying this game.
And while it appears the heavy lifting was accomplished by scoring the touchdown, they're still down 1. That extra point is not a gimme.
A very important extra point there, up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. Just a 4-play drive that time. And it's capped off for the Cowboys touchdown. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The offense trots back out there. Let's turn our focus now to Nick Chubb. And after a sluggish start, he's really bounced back. The numbers bear that out.
And you're a baseball guy, partner. How many at-bats over the course of a baseball season?
Oh, boy, 4 in a game.
Yeah, about 4 in a game.
4 times 162.
350 or so, right? Sometimes it takes a while for a guy to get going. That's my point. It's not the first few carries. You don't worry about that. As they go along, get that guy lathered up, get those blocking assignments down. Those 2-yard gains turn into bigger gains as the game moves along.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Mayfield. And his throw's going to be incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, now 3rd and 10. And first things first, before you think about marching the ball down the field, you got to move the chains.
You're exactly right. Got to get back into focus here. Get the first down. That's what's vital to them.
And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Well, they got off the field on 3rd down. An excellent job, an excellent defensive series. We always talk about adjustments, and usually only at halftime. But the best teams adjust series to series. And on that series, they adjusted.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. The Browns unable to move the chains on 4th down. And Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position. They'll run on 1st down. It's Elliott, and running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. And this one is right through. And it'll be a good time in Big D tonight. The Cowboys have won it. Well, a little drama there at the end, but really this thing was already decided. The late points get scored, and then it ends up. The Florida Atlantic man, Greg Joseph, ready to get this one started. And off we go from Cleveland.
Come on, baby.
So here are the Cowboys now ready to go on offense for the first time. They'll be led out by Dak Prescott, the 135th pick of the draft back in 2016 from Mississippi State. Prescott looks to throw on 1st. Got an open man, the tight end, Jarwin. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 19 yards right off the bat, and a quick 1st down.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. Looking to throw. Prescott. And he'll hit the slant route. That's caught by Cooper. Touchdown, Cowboys! Amari Cooper, 56 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Well, if they didn't get the wake-up call before the game, they got it right now. 2 plays already in the end zone.
I think of it in boxing terms because whether it's a big shot with your first one or a probing one, a little bit of a jab, the second one was the payoff. That was the big one that landed. 1-2, end zone.
This is taken at the 3. And he will be marked down right there at the 20-yard line. So here come the Browns for their first drive on offense. They will be led out by the Heisman Trophy winner from 2018 from Oklahoma, Baker Mayfield.
And I'll bet he's talking to his guys about resisting the temptation to try and turn this into an up-and-down game, almost like basketball, where both teams press and one team gets an advantage, the other team's trying to run with them, and they're just not equipped for it. Doesn't matter whether you're equipped or not. Just settle in, get calm before you go for the big strikes. A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. The veteran safety, George Iloka, there to break that one up. Charles, already trailing by touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
Now Johnson. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. And before the second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. On 2nd and 12, Mayfield dumping it off for Johnson. They'll give him 8 on the play, and they're going to have a 3rd down.
And that's why you do all the drills that you do from the quarterback position, because you're not going to just throw to your strength. The right-handed quarterback naturally will want to move to the right side to throw the football. But sometimes you've got to go left, and that's exactly what happened on that play. Forced to his left, still able to accurately throw it downfield for a completion. Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
Feeling like they're not quite in field goal range yet, they're going to go for it on 4th. Now they return to the ground game. Chubb. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. Well, they deemed it 4-down territory, and they got 4 yards to pick up the first. They run again on 1st down. Chubb. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. On 2nd and 1, Mayfield letting one go deep for the end zone. And that'll be incomplete as it's knocked away. But a penalty flag is down. So who's this going to be on? So they saw the contact before the ball arrived. Penalty flag for pass interference.
And trying to avoid pass interference is so difficult. You're trying to slow down these skilled receivers, and somehow, some way, they make plays.
And he's in. Touchdown, Browns. Taking it in from a yard out as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter.
Brad, I think we have to look back at the big call to go for it on 4th down.
And that set up everything, and the end result, the short touchdown run. Now, correct me if I'm wrong, I don't think every coach would have gone for it back there.
You and I both know every coach would not have gone for it back there. So that's showing a little bit of faith, actually showing a lot of faith in his team, and it was rewarded.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. Here's the Dallas offense now heading back out onto the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he'll wind up with about 6 up past the 30 to the 31. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Here's Prescott. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. And the offensive starters for Dallas.
Yeah, I feel a little bad here because we missed out talking about these guys on the opening drive because they were in the end zone before we had a chance to even say anything. But let's keep an eye on these wideouts. QB already has 1 touchdown pass. You know he's looking for a few.
And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, Cowboys. Michael Gallup, 69 yards. And the Cowboys have taken the lead. Seeing some pretty good offense here in this first quarter.
It's been a wild start to this quarter, as you noted. And now with that lead that we're seeing, can they retaliate? I get the sense this one's going to go back and forth all game long.
And that probably won't be the last long touchdown that we see in this one. This fielded at the 2. And he'll be taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch, counter punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
I don't think you got it, son.
To throw, Mayfield. He finds his target, Beckham. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A good pickup there for the Browns, 15 yards. Mayfield on 1st down, steps away. It's caught by OBJ. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. They run, Chubb. Takes this to the 32, maybe the 31, and then the defense rallying quickly after that broken tackle. Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. They go with Chubb on 2nd down. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It's a gain of 10, and the Browns are going to get a 1st down. On the carry, it's Chubb. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. Now another timeout called for by the offense. And that's their 2nd charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. They'll try to throw here. Mayfield. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. DeMarcus Lawrence. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. On to the 2nd from Cleveland. It's the Browns in control of the football as they've got it with a 3rd down and long coming up. Now Mayfield. He's going to look for Beckham in the end zone. And incomplete, almost intercepted. Had a great shot at picking that off in the end zone. And now 4th down.
I'm laughing to myself because I could just hear in film session. But, Coach, I was throwing to Odell Beckham Jr. Of course I thought he was open.
They'd love to go deep downfield to him, though. Such a threat.
Yeah, a rare incompletion because most of the time we expect him to actually come up with the catch.
Now Mayfield on 4th down. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. The Browns unable to move the chains on 4th down. And the Cowboys defense is going to get them the football back. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 14-yard line. This is Elliott. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. He's going to find Gallup here complete. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's Elliott. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39. On 2nd down, it's Elliott. 3rd down just got a lot tougher. That will officially go as a loss of 7. Well, they were going draw play there. The defense wasn't fooled. They sniffed it out.
I think they're going to have to go back and take a few more acting classes because that's what a lot of...
Oh, Prescott stripped.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
So on 4th down, here's Chris Jones to punt it away. Back deep for the Browns, Antonio Callaway. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. Now this is fielded in the end zone. Runs through the contact. Officially, that'll be a 63-yard punt. Well done. And the Browns will take over with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory.
Here we go.
They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. Boom! Still fighting through tackles. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to him. Big yardage there for the Browns, 18.
Tremendous blocking by the interior.